Hi, welcome to our channel. We're here to help you become financially free. Today we'll be talking about how to get started with saving money. If this is something that you've wanted to do for a while, but just haven't gotten around to it or don't really know where to start, stick around because we're going to share some quick tips that will get you on your way in no time. The first step to saving money is to gather all of your bills and bank statements for the past year. It might seem like an overwhelming task, but if you break it down into smaller chunks, it won't take too much time at all. Plus, once you have everything organized and in order, you'll be able to see exactly where your money is going each month and develop a plan for how you can cut back on unnecessary expenses so that you can save more. It is important to have all of your bills and bank statements in one place so that you can track your spending and identify areas where you can save money. This is especially important if you share finances with someone else, such as a spouse or partner. By having a clear understanding of your joint finances, you'll be able to work together to set financial goals and make a plan for achieving them. And if you're not comfortable sharing all of your financial details with someone else, it's still important to keep your own bills and bank statements in order so that you can track your spending habits and identify areas where you can save money. Knowing where your money is going each month is essential to saving money. When you know where your money is going, you can identify areas where you can cut back so that you can save more. You might be surprised at just how much money you can save each month by making a few simple changes. So take the time to gather all of your bills and bank statements for the past year so that you can get started on your journey towards financial freedom. To do this, start by gathering all of your bills and bank statements from the past 12 months. If you receive paper bills, go through the pile and find the ones that are from the past year. If you pay your bills online, log into your account and download a copy of each bill. Once you have all of your bills for the past year, it's time to sort them out. The most efficient way to do this is to create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. Input each bill into the spreadsheet and categorize them based on what they are for. For example, you can have one category for housing, another for utilities, transportation, food, clothing, entertainment, etc. You can also add other categories that make sense for you and your spending habits. After inputting all of your bills into the spreadsheet, it's time to look over your bank statements and categorize your spending. Bank statements typically show all of your transactions for the past month, so it may take some time to go through them all. But once you have finished, you should have a good idea of where your money is going each month. This will help you to identify any areas where you could cut back and save more money. If you notice that you're spending a lot of money on dining out, for example, you could try cooking at home more often. Or if you're spending a lot on clothes, you could try thrift shopping or buying second-hand. There are many ways to save money, and the first step to doing so is knowing where your money is going. By taking the time to gather all of your bills and bank statements for the past year and categorizing your spending, you'll be able to identify areas where you can cut back and save more. Once you've identified the areas where you can cut back on your spending, it's time to start making a plan. Start by setting realistic goals for yourself. If you want to save more money, it's important to be realistic when setting your goals. Don't try to save more than you can afford to in order to avoid getting discouraged. Begin by setting small goals that are attainable. For example, if you want to save $1,000 in the next 3 months, start by saving $250 per month. Once you've reached that goal, increase the amount you save each month until you reach your desired amount. When setting your goals, be sure to consider your income, expenses, and other financial obligations. Having a clear understanding of your financial situation will help you to determine how much you can realistically save each month. Additionally, it's important to set a deadline for achieving your goals. This will help you stay on track and motivated. Having a deadline in mind will help you to prioritize your savings goals and make it more likely that you'll achieve them. Once you've set your goals, It's time to start creating a plan for how you're going to achieve them. This includes identifying the steps you need to take and the resources you need to allocate in order to meet your goals. For example, if you want to save $1,000 in the next 3 months, you might need to cut back on your spending and find ways to earn extra income. You may also need to adjust your budget and make some changes to your lifestyle in order to meet your savings goals. When creating your plan, it's important to be specific and realistic. Make sure you have a clear understanding of the actions you need to take and the timeline for achieving your goals. It's also important to be flexible and willing to make adjustments along the way. Unexpected expenses or changes in income can occur, so it's important to have a plan in place for dealing with them. Creating a plan for achieving your savings goals is an essential part of the process. By taking the time to develop a comprehensive plan, you'll be more likely to stay on track and achieve your financial goals. Now that you have your categorized bills and a plan for saving money, it's time to start actually saving. The best way to do this is to set up automatic transfers from your checking account to a savings account each month. This will help you to save money without having to think about it. By setting up automatic transfers, you'll be able to save money consistently without having to remember to do it each month. This can help you stay on track and make progress toward your savings goals even if you have an unexpected expense or change in income. Saving money is an important part of achieving financial freedom. By following the steps outlined above, you'll be able to gather all of your bills and bank statements from the past year, create a plan for saving money, and start actually saving. Remember to be patient and persistent in your efforts to save money. It takes time to develop new habits and make changes to your lifestyle, but the results will be worth it in the end. Becoming financially free is a journey that requires patience and dedication, but the rewards are immeasurable. When you have control over your finances, you can make choices that align with your values and priorities, and you can feel confident in your ability to provide for yourself and your loved ones. It's not about accumulating wealth, but rather about having the freedom and flexibility to live life on your own terms. We understand that it can be challenging to achieve financial freedom, which is why we're committed to providing you with the tools and resources you need to succeed. Our platform is designed to empower you to take control of your finances and make informed decisions. We offer a wide range of features and functionalities to help you track your spending, create budgets, set financial goals, and monitor your progress. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips on personal finance and saving money. We wish you the best of luck on your journey to financial freedom.